Welcome to Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. My name's Amin Hassan. I'm joined as always by Black Trey and Big Jerv. Hell of a show, hell of a show. No power this week, although I did guest on Logan Murdoch's podcast and called him Crown Camacho. Uh, uh, but we do have Atlanta. We got Atlanta, a new episode, a really interesting episode because there's a couple things happening in it. We also got Jerv went on a trip, his first flight since before the pandemic, and the culture shock that Jerv had to encounter. Including, by the way, if you're sitting in an aisle seat, do you have any rights to the armrest in the middle? Well, Jerv's got an interesting theory on this shit as well. Rihanna's gonna be maybe the halftime act for the Super Bowl. Try to figure out what songs she would do out of her catalog. And a whole lot of other shit. But first, patreon.com/count the dings. Be a Patreon, support, get access to a bunch of cool shit that we do for our Patreons exclusively, like the watch alongs, like the Discord, the overflow episodes, all that shit. So tap into that. All right, guys. What do you want to start? We want to start with Jerv. Jerv, in your adventures. I almost feel like going back and reading the text.
Bro, first of all, he pissed me the fuck off. Like, now, here's the thing. Jerv ain't traveled in a while. How long has it been, Jerv, since you traveled?
I have not traveled since 2019. This was my first flight since 2019. 100%. Yeah.
3 years.
Right. So you haven't traveled in 3 years. I've been on a plane. You've been safe at home, and you decided to get and start your journey, right? Which is amazing, by the way, because I couldn't have did it, but no place like Philly, I assume. So Jerv hits the chat. He's full of energy, first of all. This dude is giving us play-by-plays. He's so amazed at what has changed in airport travel and how these things are, right? So I'm just being me and talking shit to this dude, just kind of just trying to get a rise out of him. And Jerv complains about somebody using the armrest. Now, listeners, hear us out. I asked Jerv, you got a middle seat, huh? He says, no, I got an aisle. So as he's explaining that he has an aisle, this person, he's one of these, ladies and gentlemen. He needs both armrests.
Somebody's going to get two.
Explain,
somebody's
Jerv,
going
to. Why do you need two armrests, bro?
The unwritten rule, Jerv, is that because the person's sitting in the middle, that's bad enough. They get both armrests. They are the only ones who get the two armrests because window seat got a window to lean against. Aisle seat can lean out the aisle, but you kind of boxed in. But you're saying I need both my armrests, bro.
I mean, first of all, I don't believe in unwritten rules. This isn't baseball. This is not 1955 anymore. The same rules and regulations that we had when we first started traveling. Maybe that was the case pre-pandemic, but post-pandemic, it is what it is. There are 6 armrests in a row. Someone gets 2. I didn't make you choose it.
There aren't 6 armrests. That's the whole point. There's 2, 4.
3. Oh, you're right. It's 4. It's 4. It's 4. There's 4. Listen, there's 4 armrests in a row, right? Someone gets 2. Why not me? Why can't I be the one to get 2? I didn't make you choose the middle seat. You could have checked in your flight early just like I did, or bought your flight when I did and selected your seat like I did. I didn't tell you to pick that seat. You drew and got this last minute flight, and now you're stuck in the middle. And I know they had a last minute flight because my man walked on the flight and he had his lady with him, or a female with him, whatever. And they both had middle seats on this, on the same ends, in the same row.
Yeah.
You drew, bro, not me. So I'm telling you right now, if you ever on a plane with me, I am prepared to have this arm seat war with you. And I don't mind. If it's a 4-hour flight, I got 4 hours in me, G.
So
At
look,
some point in time, you're going to give up.
So I told Jerv, if I seen him try to be armchair champ, this motherfucker, I'm going to chop his hand. And he says, you ain't gonna chop shit. We'll fight. So then now we start talking about boxing and fighting. And he says, oh, I said, I'm gonna put this 6'7" wingspan on him and just knock him. And he says, well, you're not even gonna be able to use this wingspan because I'm gonna grab you and I'm gonna bite you and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win. Why? That had nothing to do with boxing, man. I told Amin to get the sock and boppers. And this dude is talking about UFC fighting me.
Grapples and shit.
Grapples and all this shit. He's one of them type of niggas. He does whatever it takes to win.
So I'm supposed to go off of the unwritten rules and fighting. Like, oh, okay. So I follow these unwritten rules and I get knocked clean out. Oh well, at least I fought fairly. Nah, dog. I'm gonna get this W. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and I'll just be the boy that you said, yo, man, I fought this nut ass boy the other day, and guess what he did? But you ain't gonna be able to say you got this W on me.
Jerv, would you bite someone in a fight?
I would not intentionally bite someone in a fight, but if we're tussling, and hey, listen, man, I gotta do what I gotta do, yo.
That sounds like you would intentionally bite someone.
He would definitely bite somebody in the chest, bro. While he bear hugging, he gonna take a chunk out your motherfucking chest, and that's gonna make me want to check his chin.
I would kick you in your leg, yo. Like I would 100% kick you in the leg. That
target the knee.
But first of all, what kind of kick you're gonna do? You're gonna give me a shin kick like blood sport or some stupid shit?
Or
is it like a straight like roundhouse? This is the thing.
I don't have a roundhouse kick in me.
Like, let us fucking find out that Jerv be practicing fucking UFC on his own spare time. This motherfucker knows how to do jiu-jitsu and all that
capoeira,
shit. Mixed martial arts. But I'm
not confirming whether I can or cannot. I'm just saying you don't want to find out.
We not doing all that, bro. I'm punching you straight in your shit. But back to the trip. So, how was your flight overall, Jerv? Oh no, tell him about the water, bro. Tell him about the water. This is how I called you a motherfucking bearded Karen. Go. Go. Tell him why you became the bearded Karen, bro. Name of the show, by the way.
I was like 40 minutes into my flight, or like 30 minutes into my flight. And I'm like, damn, I can't get a glass of water or anything yet. Like, at what point in time does the cart come down the aisle and say, would you like, we have ginger ale, Diet Coke, water, coffee. Like, by the way, anybody who gets coffee, like airplane coffee, like, yo, like, you need to get checked
crazy.
In. Like, that's some crazy shit. So, like that's some wild stuff. But like, yo, I just
get hot water and a lemon.
That's cool. You got hot water and a lemon. You didn't get.
That's still a wild fucking request on an airplane.
Well, I mean, hot water and lemon makes more. Like, that's not coffee. It's Sanka. Like, that's probably Sanka or something.
The only reason why I only do that is because I be thinking about like, I'm probably flying back drunk, and I got podcasts like soon, so I'm trying to not sound like Waz. You know what I'm saying? So that's my quick little therapy. But my go-to is always ginger ale. Nothing tastes like airplane ginger ale. I don't care what you say. Nothing tastes like airplane ginger ale. It just hits different.
Let me ask you this real quick, because that's my go-to, right? Like, but my question is, I feel like anytime ginger ale is offered to you, why would you turn it down?
Because it's rare, you're saying? Because it's like it's not a normal. It's weird that ginger ale is offered on flights, right? Like, I go to McDonald's, I can't get a ginger ale most of the time. Vending machines don't have no ginger ale in them. But for some reason, like, you get on a plane, niggas got ginger ale. I won't lie, I too like to grab me a ginger ale. If I'm not drinking on the flight, which is any flight where I'm flying home, I don't
maybe the airlines inherited home remedies.
Oh,
Cause like think about if you're eating, ginger ale always makes me belch. Like it never fails, bro.
It'd be bubbly.
It'd be bubbly, so it's gonna make your stomach do something regardless. And maybe that is the help of like.
I like the idea that like the person who's in charge of like stocking concessions or whatever on the airlines was a black person. You know, you gotta have some ginger ale, right? Because your stomach be upset. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, Tyrone. That makes sense. I got some ginger ale.
Put ginger ale on all my flights. All
what was that shit? Sirloin. Back when they used to serve sirloin steak or something like that on the flight. They was like, yo, you gotta have ginger ale to offset that sirloin. Salisbury steak. I call it sirloin steak.
Salisbury steak. Shout out to the Salisbury steak.
So Jerv, you land in Austin. How's Austin?
So this is my third time in Austin. Austin's, it's cool. I've realized I'm super, like, I knew I was washed, but like I'm just like a different kind of washed like now. Like I'm not even like I'm not a corny washed. I'm just like, yo,
you just out of touch.
Yeah, like I'm super out of touch.
Wait, yo, did you ever explain why you went?
So I'm going to the Nas and Wu-Tang concert.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm going to the Nas and Wu-Tang concert. My homie lives down here, and him and I always went to concerts together. Another homie was like, "Yo, I'm going to go visit," and I was just like, "Fuck, fuck it. I'm not doing anything. It's my off weekend with my daughter. I ain't been on a plane in 3 years. Anxiety was crazy. Getting ready for the plane, like you would have thought it was my first time ever being on a plane. The way I was just like overthinking everything.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like I went to the airport, had my slides and everything. I went like 2017, 2016 Jervish. Like,
so you were there super early too?
Oh my God. I had a 9 o'clock flight. I got to the airport like 6:15.
Why?
Because the one thing I don't do, I don't play around with the airport. I don't do the whole like, oh, I'm so cool. Look at, oh, I have a 9 o'clock flight. It boards at 8:30. Look at me. I pull up at
that's me and me.
8:10, and I'm so cool. Oh, I'm gonna just, there's a line up there. Don't worry. I know that I'm gonna. But
it's not even about like us fucking around. It's just Phoenix Airport is just so. That's what got me like that. It's the easiest. Like, bro, I literally live like 6 minutes from that shit. I would leave like.
That's not Philly. That's not Philly's airport. Like,
but also,
no, it's not Philly's airport.
No, that's definitely not Philly airport. But I have pre-check and I have clear. So the niggas telling you you're not taking your shoes off. You're not doing a lot of shit that other niggas is like spending time doing. You nigga damn near can carry you in. I didn't
take my shoes off on this flight though, which was kind of weird. I was like,
did or did not?
No, I did not. I didn't have to open my bag. I didn't have to take my toiletries out. And I was kind of like, yo, like,
oh, did you get like into one of them, the scanners, the newer scanners where everything stays in the bag? Or you got pre-check?
No, I don't. Dude, I was like, yo, did y'all change it? He was like, I think it's just one of them random days we just not doing. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I think that's the weirdest shit ever too. It's cool because I fuck with it, but I hate when they do spontaneous shit like that. Like, you see it work, nigga. Let's keep it going. Niggas over here, like where they like don't.
I like you take your shoes off, bro. Like I want to make sure.
We not doing that today.
Look, so that just threw his anxiety all the way through the roof.
Oh man, dog, like I'm thinking like, yo, what you mean? Like I always travel with slides on. Like I've always done that. I've always been the Nike sweatsuit, Nike sweatpants, or Jordan flats, whatever the case may be. Now it's just regular joggers or whatever, or sweatpants or whatever. But I've always been that guy that travels that way because I just like the ability to be able to just kick off my slides and keep it moving. I don't want to have to lace anything up. You know what I mean? I like efficiency at the airport. I'm super efficient at the airport.
Yeah. All right. So you got a chance to go to Soho House for the first time. Tell us about that. Shouts to Darren, by the way. Shouts to our man Darren.
Shout outs to Darren. Because so let me paint the picture. my guy Trey puts me in contact. Darren and I, we're talking via, DM, right? Like, I'm not when it comes to certain situations, unless I'm told by the person that's putting me in contact with them to exchange numbers, I don't ask to change numbers because I know there's some people that just don't like giving their number out. So it's cool. But I've heard you talk about Soho House in New York. So I was privy to know some of the rules prior. I also understand the exclusiveness of it. So therefore, like, I understand that, hey, and I've been in the, hey, I know somebody at blah 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 game for years. So I understand, like, hey, you need to establish contact day of, maybe even a couple hours before, to keep this person's, keep you fresh in this person's mind. Like, hey, I gotta make sure that I answer this phone call or this number when, so we get there. And
so basically the opposite of what I did.
Yes, completely opposite. Now I don't know if you remember that, but yes, the complete opposite of that. But keep going.
So I get there, and first of all, I fall asleep in the Uber ride, right? Like, because I woke up at it would be
5.
It would be 5 something East Coast time, but I woke up at like 4:45.
Little ass kid, you was happy,
right? Go. Bro. Like, I think I had my lay for the day all laid out. Like, I was ready.
Man.
So I wake up at 4:45, right? And so, like, when I say I'm washed, I recognize I'm a wash, but like, I'm not like a corny wash. But I woke up at 4:45, and I'll just say I made it till 2 a.m. The next, no naps, no nothing, right? Like, I rocked and rolled yesterday, right? Like, it was to the point where I was almost on my joint where, like, I kind of just want to stay up for another hour just so I can make it 24 hours, so I can just let myself know I'm out here, I can do 24 if I need to do 24, right? So, but anyway, we get out the Uber, and like it's like you're like if you wake up and you're like a kid wakes up and they're in a random place right now, right? I've never been here before.
You were so confused.
So I'm so confused. Like, I didn't even do like the what I should have done, which is, as we're getting closer, I'm paying attention to things. Nope. I wake up and the dude's like, all right, you're here. And I'm just like, my boy had to tap me on my shoulder, like, yo, we gotta go. I'm like, all right. So, like, I'm sitting there and I get out the car and everyone's like, yo, because I'm the person that is the connect, right? So everyone's kind of waiting on me to figure it out. And I'm like, yo, I need like 5 minutes. I got to just gather myself to realize where I'm at. Like, so anyway, so I look up the address for it. So off top, I'm like, yo, there's no way that, like, I'm just going to see a sign that says Soho House, right? So I know I've got to look, right? Which sucks because, like I said, I'm just waking up, right? Like, I don't have all this in my system yet. So anyway, I'm street smart. I understand how addresses work. So I'm like, yo, I just need to see one address and then I can pinpoint where we're at. So, whatever. Fast forward, we figure out what we think is the entrance to Soho House because I see a sign. I see an address. It says Soho House, right? Cool. Walk in, get on the elevator. And then now I got my 2 homies with me, right? And I'm like, yo, trust me, we good, y'all. Like, this ain't one of the situations. I talked to the boy already. Like, we on the joint. They like, oh, all right, it's a list. I'm like, yeah, but yo, we good. So we get on the elevator. And as I go to push the floor that it's on, I notice a key swab. And I'm like, oh, okay. This is where it's going to start getting interesting. So there's a parking lot attached to the elevator that we're on, and it's Austin. So, like, the other person on the elevator with us is clearly a white person, right? So and she's a female, and there's 3 black dudes on this elevator with her that are pushing Nike, a button.
Tech polices and shit.
Well, no. I went. I did. I'm just a solid t-shirt guy.
The nigga text me saying, "Hey, I gotta wear a dress shirt." I said, "No, there's no dress code." I said, "We pay too much money for that shit to be paying for fucking dress codes."
Yo, because listen, bro,
I said, "Big Jerv."
Yo, if you had told me collar shirt, I'm going to keep it real with you. Might have been like, oh man, one of those nights, dog. My bad, yo. Like, I fell asleep. Like, yo, wasn't really trying to do a collar shirt. Right. So, but anyway, I pushed the button, and the button is, it's not sticking. So I'm like,
Mhm.
oh shit, right? So like now I'm having the thought like, damn, I don't have dude's number. Fuck. All right, I go to IG and I'm like, yo. And I'm like, well, I can't just sit in this message. It's not like he's sitting there with his IG open. So then I'm like, do I call him on IG? Like, how does this work?
Oh
Like,
no.
look.
No.
I hit the IG call button. I felt like
No.
such a lame calling on IG, and he didn't pick up. So now I
Of
feel
course
even,
not.
Of course, like why would he? Right?
Yeah.
Like he
Like,
probably
what's your hey Trey, stop passing my number to your weird friend.
So now I'm sitting there and I gotta tell my homies, yo, I just sent boy a message. He hasn't responded yet. But I just need y'all to understand he's been in communication with me all day. Like yo, like this ain't a joint. We're like, yo, we gonna be good. So then
niggas is back there smack kissing their teeth like, man, this nigga Jerv.
So,
Like,
bro, so I'm like, yo, let me call Trey. Right? Like that's the only thing I can think of.
Luckily, I pick up my phone. I'm the nigga that actually pick up the phone.
Yo, but so I'm looking at the time. I'm like, damn, Trey's probably out in the mix right now. This isn't good, right? So I'm like, damn, this is why I don't like doing these type things. Cause now, if it's just me, it's all good. Like I ain't tripping, but I got the homies with me. They looking like, oh, yo, you made it seem like we was just gonna be boopity boppity bop. Now look at this, we all standing outside, twiddling our thumbs. Ain't nobody answering the John. So then Trey calls me and he's like, yo, what's up? So I'm like, yo, look, Bubba. He's like, yo, you ain't got his number? All right, bet. Yo, here you go. So I'm like, all right, yo, listen, I got the number. I'm about to reach out to I'm giving my squad a play-by-play because
by the way, I followed up with him too, though. I texted him like, yo, Jerv said he's stuck in some elevator, which I don't even know how y'all even got to wherever the fuck y'all
because the angle we came around, we ended up seeing what we later found out is the back entrance.
Yeah, the back entrance.
I thought, like, you know what I'm saying? Because of the exclusivity of the John and what I thought it was, I'm like, oh, it would make sense that this little slick ass door that like, yo, like if you don't even know, you don't know, but like if you know, you good type John, right? So I call him. After you give me the number, I call him. He ain't pick up. And I'm like, shit. All right. I'm like, well, he's probably like, what the fuck number is this? Like, I'm not answering this shit. You know what I mean? So then I text, like, yo, it's Jerv, da-da-da-da. So then he respond instantly, right? So that I felt great. I told the homies, I'm like, yo, I'm just letting y'all know I've established contact. We're talking right now.
The fact that you going through all this is so fucking funny to me, man.
Yo,
like his homies is back there like this. I mean, like, this nigga, man, I knew shit, man. We should have just went to that spot I told y'all about. Go ahead.
Absolutely hot. Absolutely hot.
Because we had another spot to go to, too, by the way. Like, we had another spot. So, whatever, he calls me, and he's like, yo, where are you at? So, I tell him, and he's like, oh, all right, bet. I know where you're at. So, now, he's like, yo, go out that door, walk down here, da-da-da. And as I'm walking, these two white ladies, literally, like imagine a car, and they just cut me off, right? So, they cut me off, and they start walking, and they're walking, like, every bit of like 3 miles an hour if I was doing 10 miles an hour, right? Like, okay. And I'm sitting there like, yo, my bad, bro. Because I'm very respectful of people's time. Like, yo, right. Listen, I'm doing what you're telling me, but and I'm trying to be on like PC because like I know where I'm at. Like I'm not in the state where I can get like froggy, right? Like I gotta be real chill in Texas, right?
You want to have us a hanging today.
Yo, like yo, I'm behind these two white people, like they kind of walking slow, but yo, like I'm almost there. So anyway, we get to the John and I go inside and he's like,
you was in the wrong building or just
there was two separate entrances. I was at the back
bro.
entrance. I was at the back entrance of it. So
I just imagine that white lady in the elevator, like going to her apartment and
no, she wasn't going to her apartment. So the elevator I was on was connected to a parking lot. So the people that were on the elevator were going to the parking lot unless I guess they had like a hotel room or apartment.
I'm shocked you didn't ask like, hey, I'm kind of lost. Can you tell me where the soul house is?
So the reason I didn't is because, and my man was like, yo, why don't you just ask? And I was like, yo, I feel like with these type Jones, you ain't supposed to ask nobody. Like, I feel like if I ask, where's it at?
It ain't one of those.
Like, oh, you're not even supposed to be here, dog.
It's not even that. The thing is, you still gotta get in. Yeah. And go ahead. When you get there, what happens? So you see there.
No, so he's not there. He had just told me, he was like, yo, I just made a move, but you're good. So I go there. I'm like, yo, Darren put me on the list or whatever. They're like, all right, yo, what's your name? Just told my name. I was like, oh yeah, you're good. What's your friends' names? Yo, they're good. So we go inside and I walk in and I'm like, this ain't a Jerv type spot, yo. Like, I knew this wasn't my vibe, but I'm like, yo, this ain't me, yo. Like, this is like super duper, and it's Texas. So like I feel like the New York John would be me. Like, it would be something I'd be comfortable with, like just on some but everyone's probably dressed weird to me in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone's dressed weird
clothes.
Yeah, like everyone's dressed weird in here, but like they're dressed weird on some like cowboy, like tight jeans and like shoe boot type weird, right? Like, and you know me, I'm walking in, I got sneaks, khaki, I got sneaks, some not khaki shorts, but like them tight shorts and a t-shirt, right? That's me. Like, that's how I. So we in the joint, we go to the bar. My man gets around the drinks, and he's never been here before. He's thrown off because they just take his card and his receipt just had the tip amount on it. So he's like, yo, can I know how much I paid? So he gets his receipt back for ordering 3 drinks. And this nigga was like, where the fuck are we at, yo? Like, these drinks is kind of crazy in here. And I'm like, that makes sense or whatever. So anyway, we, they got like cowboy music playing and all this type shit. We go, so I do the nice standard thing. I go on every floor, we just looking around, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, yo, we can't just be moseying all around this joint. Like we literally are sticking out because we're not dressed like everybody else. So we're making it clear we're not usually here, to the point where every white person, every white female in there, like, I felt like they felt like they had to speak to us. They probably thought we was like rappers or athletes or something, right? Like, so like I actually watch people's thought process. It's like, yo, who are they? Like, what do they do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now don't.
I mean, that's how it was. So imagine me, Jerv, living there for a month.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
I lived in Austin for a month and I was at Soho House every day. And like, obviously, Darren's working, so I can't bother him like that. He'll come see me like, hey, bro, you up here at the Cabana? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna be chilling here because I ain't got shit else to do. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there getting fucked up. And by like day 4 of me coming up there, everybody's like, hey, that's the dude that be wearing the hoodies. That's the dude. It's hot as fuck. He got on sweats. He must be like artsy or something. Like, you know what I mean? So then I'll be talking and they like, yo, where you from? And they be like, oh, New York. I'm like, nah, I'm from Compton, but I'm coming from New York and I'm thinking about moving here. So then I was there no longer than 8 days, bro, before, and motherfuckers knew me in that entire city. That's how that situation is. Like, if you're... It's like, you know what I mean? It's Darren's basically the mayor at this point, bro. Like, because
I got
of
that
process of the process, right? He's a people person. He has to go make sure all the guests are good. If there's a big ass guest, you have to like make sure they're good. Like, one time he worked with Kanye, he had to deal with like Leonardo DiCaprio. So like, he's with he's a people service type shit. But when you really think about other people, they gonna be looking at you like, what do you do? Why are you here? When me and Amin be at the Dumbo on, it's too many niggas in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
so you
it's
never,
mad niggas.
because you gonna be like, hey, okay, there go, what's the name over there? But that's cool. What's up with bruh? Okay, such and such sitting over there, and it's just us. And then it might be like chicks, it might be all type of group of people. And like, obviously Amin was teasing me because he like, yo, Trey's group of people are dressed like Trey's group of people.
Yeah. you know, Jeremy, you know how it is. You see your homie with a different set of friends, and you're like, oh, so this is where he gets that part of his life. These are the people Trey hangs out with where they don't make fun of his clothes because they all dress fucking like weirdos, man.
Yo, like, hey, Trey, it took everything me not to bring that book bag with me, bro. If I was just going there, I would have 100% brought my book bag with me just to be the boy that had the book bag on. Like Like, yo, I know ain't nobody gonna have a book bag on in here. It's gonna be tote bags or satchel bags. Like
So
this was a
great.
satchel
Messenger.
bag type joint.
Yeah.
Like the messenger bag.
So
whatever.
did you actually see Darren?
No. Because when I got there, he made sure I was good. Like he texted me, like, let me know you're good. And I told him I was good, and he was like, all right, bet. He told me the move he had to make, and he was like, yo, he hit me with the, yo, I may slide back later. And I was like, oh, okay. In my mind, I'm like, oh, this is perfect. You may slide back later. I know that terminology. That means I'm probably not coming back, which made me feel better because I was like, damn, how long do I gotta be here? Because I knew I had somewhere else I had to go. Right.
Yeah.
So I probably stayed there maybe hour and a half, or whatever the case may be. And then, we dipped, and then I went down, I think it's called like 6th Ave or something like that in Austin. And we hit up this other spot of this dude I knew from my homie, my homie that lives down here. He was bartending at this spot. I think it's called like Voodoo Room or something like that. So, we kind of did that whole thing.
That's the college bar. That's the college bar strip.
Bro, first of all, shout out to all my black and brown people, but this was a completely brown event, right? Completely brown. So everybody in this joint is probably like 5'9", like 5'8", 5'9". So my 6'2" self was walking in, right? And I'm feeling like I'm 6'6", 6'7" in this joint. I might have heard all night. I might have heard two songs. Three songs. Not that I knew, but I'm talking about 3 songs that had like English. Like English. Everything else all night was
I need that to be my ringtone.
and then like lasers are going, and then like smoke's coming up out of the ground, and I'm like, yo, I'm washed.
Where am I?
Where am I at? And
Hey,
it's like,
hey, Jerv, that was me and Trey in Phoenix. In downtown Phoenix.
So it's did we tell you that story about when I was in a suit? Remember I was in a suit?
You in a suit? Yovan was Yovan with us?
Yovan was with us. Yovan was with us. We went out to eat, and then I met Amin. I'm like, yo, come to this spot. It should be cool. Me and Yovan is in suits because we just finished covering the Suns. You know what I'm saying? He was covering the Clippers at the time. And Amin's like, fuck it. I'm here. I'm going to hang out. Bro, that shit, they didn't play one song.
Not even like accident.
They didn't even do that shit.
They didn't have no features. It wasn't even no.
They didn't see us and be like, oh, okay, 2 black niggas in here. We're going to play one Drake song or something. It was nothing, bro. It was.
Can y'all guess? Guess the song. Just guess the song. Like the one black song. They played like the entire time I was there.
This is how we do it.
No. I mean, you got to guess?
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like something like next episode.
No, actually, that would have been dope. Kid Cudi, I'm in a pursuit of happiness. It's going with the vibe. It's going with the
motherfucking confetti falling everywhere.
Like he does fuck that, and then it's like, so. But listen.
So y'all niggas rushed out of Soul House to go to motherfucking EDM concert.
Well, we basically, yeah. I mean, but like I said, I deserve credit. I've been up since like 4:30 in the morning. I had probably been drinking tequila since probably about like 10:30 in the morning. Like I know like tequila was like in my blood yesterday, right? Like shots, we got shots going because it's a college environment. So we're in college mode, right? Shots are coming through, drinks are being bought left and right, yada yada, like having a super time. And then I took one last shot, and my man was like, "Yo." By the time we hadn't seen the bartender dude that we knew the entire time. Like we hadn't seen him. So my man was like, yo, let's dip. And I was like, all right, bet. But he was like, yo, let's do one more lap. See if we see the bartender boy. So all right, we do the lap. We see him. And he's like, yo, what y'all drinking? I'm like, oh, fuck, yo. Like I'm at the point now where I'm like, I just kind of need to get this Gatorade and maybe like a slice of pizza, fam. And like, yo, my night's good. He gets his drinks. So we're drinking, and then we're about to dip. And as we're about to dip, they played the only hip hop song I heard all night, which was Meek. It was perfect. It was Meek Mill. Hold up, wait a minute. Yeah, Dreams and Nightmares, right? So I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, but do I still get hyped for this? I'm 41.
Is that when
everyone
did you text that we gotta retire that song? Who was that said that?
Not me.
Someone said we gotta retire Dreams and Nightmares.
I mean, I'm fine with it, but it's almost like swag surf.
We can't do that.
It's almost like swag surf, bro.
No, you can't retire that.
Yes,
it's swag surf. It's swag
surfing for real
territory right now.
Nah, I mean, my only hesitation last night was because I was 41 and the bar was 21.
Like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm like, man, get out of my face, man. It's funny. They played swag surf at the game I went to yesterday, and I said, wow, what a journey for them. They went from like, oh, we got this song, it's kind of hot. Everyone loved it, and then it went away. Then it came back, and like all these black schools doing the swag surf. Then it's like now it's like
it's made it to the PWIs.
Yeah, and every oh no, it's this Brewers Royals game. Let's swag surf everybody, and like on the jumbotron, show us your best swag surf. And I'm just like, how do them dudes feel? Same thing with, by the way, Joe Budden, Pump It Up. Like, how does he feel?
Pump
oh,
it
Joe,
up.
So listen, Joe hates Pump It Up. He hates because niggas is calling him to pump it up, nigga, after a while. Because that's it. Niggas wasn't
they play that shit. They play
nigga,
it
they started that shit off at the NBA Finals. And then they just kept going.
Is he still play it?
Yeah.
Like, especially when they have now let's welcome the dance team, or like not the dance team, like them breakdancing ass niggas.
So hold on, listen. Let me just end it right with this, right? So we leave, we catch an Uber, right? The Uber dude gets in the car, like we get in the car, and the dude's like, yo, y'all my last trip for the night. All right, yeah, I mean that's what's up. He was like, all right, he's like, everyone in the car, and actually, I probably let me mark this down. I need the bossa nova this. All right. So we get in the car, and the dude goes, yo, y'all can, now we're in Texas. He goes, yo, you can get a joke on this ride. It can be unsensitive, it can be like rude, it can be disrespectful, or it can be raunchy. So all top, I'm like raunchy because I don't like your disrespect. Like, yo, right. you can give me a monkey and banana joke. I'm not trying to do that.
Now I'm locked up.
Yeah, right. So he goes, he gives us the raunchy joke, and the raunchy joke is hilarious. He gives us he's like, oh, well, y'all laughed at that one. So we laughed. So he's like, oh, yeah. I'm on, right? Like he's like, yo, y'all get the whole clip now, right? So he gives all this one, then he gives us a bonus joke. He says,
"Hey, we're back, man."
Why was that bossa nova?
Because that's I'm not doing that joke. I'm not doing that joke.
You didn't say it, but hey, man, I'm glad that you got to experience that. I know you're still there, brother. You know what I'm saying? But that was a fucking funny journey, especially you being stuck and your homies looking at you like a dickhead,
bro. And that's my worst nightmare. That's my biggest fear when it comes to like, yo, oh yeah, no, y'all good, yo. When you get there, just do blah blah blah. Like that is my fear. My fear
getting
is
like stood up.
My fear is getting there, and then everything you told me is correct, but somehow, some way, it's not adding up, right?
Yo, Amin, that shit happened to me, bro. I'm in Iowa for college, right? Actually, this is like I'm still there. Johnny Flynn is like, I got tickets for you, bro.
Syracuse Johnny Flynn?
Yes, when he was playing for Minnesota, this was rookie year. So Johnny is like,
how did you know Johnny Flynn?
Twitter.
Oh shit!
But he don't know my.
He's Trayvon Edwards. What do you mean? How does he know Johnny Flynn? He's the most interesting man in the world.
But here's the thing: he doesn't know my real name of me.
Oh, one of those.
So for will call, I had the baseball pitcher from my school drive all the way to Minnesota, bro. I'm hyping it like, yeah, we're gonna be good. They playing against the Lakers, by the way. I can't contact nobody, bro. I get there. I'm at will call. I'm like, yo, my name is Trayvon Edwards. They're like, nope, don't see the name. So I'm like, bro, I came all the way out here. This nigga said he's gonna give me some tickets, and he didn't. So we're still fighting this good fight, right?
Right.
All of a sudden, I'm like, I don't know what made me think of it, bro. I'm like, try Edwards Trayvon. It's Edwards Trayvon. I missed the whole fucking first half. They're playing against Kobe. This is actually when I like. This is like when I'm getting mad too, bro, because he gave me post-game passes. And in Target Center, how they do it, you walk by. They probably changed it since then, but it's like a string where family wait on one side and the players are going by.
Yeah.
I'm walking by, and Kobe's walking right there, bro, and he looks, and he's just like, I'm not signing shit. And I'm like, nigga, I ain't even asked you shit. You know what I'm saying? So it really fired my hate up for that nigga because I was already like a Jordan nigga. So I'm like, nigga, nobody want your shit, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? But it was crazy because I'm with this white dude. Shout out to Joe. And he's like, yo, man, that was Kobe, bro. He said something to us. I'm like, man, fuck him, man. This nigga acting like we was groupies, man. We over here, we came to see Johnny. You know what I'm saying? So then when I talked to Johnny, he apologized. But yeah, man, that shit reminded me because, your ego being tested. Yeah. You sitting there, you like, I think I told we was good. Look, yeah, nigga, they dapping you. You get there, nigga be like, no, you're not on it. Nigga did me like that too for the Kendrick Lamar shit. I brought a girl, Amin, in Phoenix. Nigga, like, you good. All access, everything. I'm calling a nigga.
Wait, who is
the manager, bro?
Oh, man.
He not the manager no more, but he was the manager, bro. He like, I got you, bro. Don't trip. No, it's Compton. I'm like, cool. I'm with this new chick I had never like hung out with. I'm hyped. Like, I'm like, ooh. I mean, we get there. I'm like, yo, my name on will call Black Trey or Trayvon Edwards. They're like, nope, name's not on the list. We went all the way to fucking like Gilbert. And he was like, nope. And she looked at me like, oh, unreal.
Oh,
like,
no.
Oh, my God. It made it look like I was a liar, bro. My stomach hurt.
It wasn't that bad, but like I had this shit where like my cousin was performing and I took a bad one with me too. And they were like, yeah, the artists haven't sent their list yet. And so we just stand there for like 40 minutes waiting outside. When we finally got in, it was I can't remember the venue. This is in LA, but it was one of them like very open space type venues. Like it was no seats or nothing. It was just like open space. And it was a young ass crowd too. Because I think Made in Tokyo and Ferg were the other artists. So it was a young ass crowd. And so like the whole time I just got the vibe from her like, I thought you said like, I'm like, like hey. We eventually went backstage or whatever. And went into the dressing room, and it was like 30 people in there, and I was just like, why did I do this? I stopped. I don't take dates no more than none of this shit, man.
I remember I took another girl off the tickets you gave me too.
To Cole?
Yep, like old Cole. That shit was crazy. I was like, oh. She was like, who are you? How do you know J. Cole? I'm like, I don't. Never met that nigga in my life, but thanks for the tickets. I don't know that nigga, but shout outs to J. Cole.
That's funny.
And Amin did that shit out of spite because I'm always talking about the Dreamville niggas. It was
shit. And then and he had a good time, right?
I was like, damn, this shit was actually cool, and this nigga got real fans, nigga. Yeah, it was crazy. It was good to see it.
I'm telling you, you got to experience it to get that. Like the nigga Kobe, like people fucking. It's weird, man. Like. I've been to Drake concert. I haven't been to Kendrick Lamar, but I've been to Drake a bunch of times. And like a lot of people like Drake. Like I'm sure obviously Drake's my favorite artist. And when they turn it up, they put on Drake or whatever. But the motherfuckers that like Cole, man, like it's like they're hypnotized.
Because like, that nigga be doing shit like this. And he talk to niggas like he really care about niggas. So niggas be in there like, I seen a nigga that Dollar in the Dream shit.
Dog,
I
that
see
shit
a
was
nigga cry,
fire,
like
man.
cry, like this nigga was Michael Jackson. The nigga was like, "Yo, you might not know." I know. I remember he did "Love Yours," nigga. It was niggas over there, damn near like this.
Yo, and this shit, but this shit is crazy. Like when I think about it, it's just like
That's apparently for
motherfuckers.
me.
Oh yeah, that track be making you cry.
No, not cry, but that's the track where it's like if I'm at a Cole show and he plays that, like, don't talk to me, please. This is my zone out song. I just like, oh wow. Like, I mean, you know, I sing along, bro. Like I'm in the shower.
That's so fucking funny, man. Dog, we have ate up so much time. Let's talk about Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, real quick, Rihanna, I think it's confirmed. Rihanna's doing the
Yes.
Super Bowl halftime.
Thanks to Waz. Breaking
Yeah, it
news,
would've
my niggas.
Yeah, it would have been a lot cooler if we had just
Wait.
Oh, that was you?
rumor.
That was me.
Yeah, that was Jerv that threw that in there.
My bad. Look at Jerv always want his fucking credit. Patreons want to leak the chat because they just want to see how niggas be talking to Jerv sometimes. Jerv be doing some bullshit.
Man,
I'm just saying, yo, put some respect on my name, dog. That's me.
Between him and Sean Little.
Oh, I'm about to say Sean gets so much worse, man.
Don't put me.
Sean gets
I'm not in the Sean chat.
Trey's down. Trey like tries to be disrespectful, like with intent.
I don't know if y'all peeped.
It's the only group chat I try this too with. Everybody else is like, yo, you a nice. Like the other day, Katie's like, yo, Trey, you a nice guy, man. Like you're a really nice guy. And I don't know if I should be offended or what does that even mean, nigga?
Nah,
you try to tell me I'm a really nice nigga. And in BOMM chat, oh my God, I'll wake up with violence, nigga.
I don't know if you peep, but every single time you go at Sean, like every single time, I don't care what y'all talking about. I literally co-sign. I don't care if I agree with Trey at all. I just off top just co-sign. And if Sean starts to like fire back, I'm like, nah, dog.
But like, bless his heart, man. Because Sean, I don't even know why he still does this shit. He asked these like not hypothetical question, but it as this shit is kind of fly, right? Like if you like this with this, and you like, you don't get your goofy ass up.
Yo, oh my God, dog. He's a kid brother, bro. That shit is so fucking funny.
Yo, shout out to Sean for being a good sport, though, man.
He has to be. He has no choice, bro. I'll kick him out of that shit.
Yo, bro, I definitely called up everyone I knew at his job that I know and was just like, yo, because he posted one of them wild fits on the gram. And I said, yo, this nigga still not rocking these fucking socks, yo? Nah, yo, when y'all see Bull, tell him put some damn socks on. And they told him, and they didn't even say who it was from.
Some dude ran up on Sean and told him.
Yo, they said, yo, my man, I checked it. My man said he didn't even say who told him to do it. Sean knew off top that it was, he just knew it was me. Like, yo, what are you doing? Yo, like, and he said they all day just told him, yo, everyone in the studio was like, yo, you got to put socks on, fam. It's not my fault he be wilding. Yo, he be raw dogging the hell out of his footwear.
Nigga got a soft ass heel like he never played athletic sports in his life.
Yo,
soft heel.
Nigga, a foot model, nigga. It's a funny ass nigga, bro. Yo, I just be thinking about that shit though, how the dynamic of the chat is, right? You got Mari, he like pokes in from time to time. Waz will send some shit randomly. You might not talk to Waz for 2 weeks. That nigga just
come in with something wild.
But that shit be so funny, dog. And yo, Jerv feelings be hurt when niggas don't respond to his shit. Or remember Sean posted, that's what got it started to me. Sean posted some shit and I posted the same shit and I was like, nigga, I'll scroll.
Yo, but the wild thing was, you didn't even have to scroll up, dog. It was literally two messages above.
I was lying.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you open up a group chat, and don't touch anything. Like there's still gonna be some messages, residual messages. Like it was literally Sean posted it, and it was like me and Jerv both went ha 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 or some shit, some crying, laughing emojis. And Trey come in and post that shit. And then we're like, hey, Trey, he just posted it. He's like, nigga, wait, hold on, I gotta find it.
I don't scroll up.
Yo, you made me sound even cooler. It made me sound even cooler. Like niggas is
What I
corny for
look like
scrolling.
up in a group chat, nigga. Motherfucking Trayvon Edwards.
Oh, I just ran into the other shit, by the way, where I said, Trey, we were roasting Jerv about something, and then like Trey off topic was talking about like olives or whatever. And this nigga Jerv just started shitting on olives mad hard. I'm like, nigga, I know that tactic.
He tried to take the heat off of him. Nigga tried to jump piggyback off the olives, nigga, because niggas was cooking him over his middle seat.
Yeah, Amin was like, don't try to get this attention off me, nigga, because you getting roasted.
Trey said, we talking about the armrest. Trey said, sounds like a loser to me. And Jerv said, a loser that wins fights.
That's what started the whole shit. And Trey was like, yo, I'll knock you clean out. Like, hold up, dog. Like, yo, I got time today. Like, I'm sitting on this plane around. I'm fighting this armrest war with the bull, so I ain't about to go to sleep. Like, hey, dog, if you try to get these, we can go back and forth. I got 4 hours to dedicate towards this conversation.
Have some dignity. Fuck.
Unbelievable.
All right, let's get to Atlanta.
All right, man.
So, it's a real interesting thing, man, because like the idea that Paperboy is now so successful that I don't know how many years in the future this is supposed to be from season 1, because now he's so successful that it's almost like, yo, your time's almost up. Where he said, my man says, when you walked in that room, did them kids even know who you were? And I was like, fuck, man, like this shit has really jumped ahead in time.
Yeah, but it's also a deeper message to it, not to be like fake deep, but like thinking about that shit for real. Think about rap is the one genre that niggas just get aged out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like nigga be like, yo, you just too old.
I mean, sports too, but that's
sports too, yeah.
But that's like you kind of know that shit because physically you can't.
Yeah,
do forever,
physically
but
you decline, but rap
like the idea that like that a nigga rap and oh yeah, man, we love your music, love me, and then one day they just don't.
Mm-hmm. Nigga, I'm like that with Drake right now. I'm just like, it's not that I don't still listen to Drake, huh?
He raps.
Drake.
Here goes Jerv. He's making a.
He's on his allegiance of Pusha Terrence. So basically, all I'm saying is Drake has yet to take a break. Like Cole, disappear for a little bit. Yeah. That nigga go on a spiritual journey and then find some shit. This nigga Drake does not. He has yet to leave our lives in the past 10 years. This nigga on Instagram, like if he not rapping, he in our face doing something like to stay relevant. And it's like, nigga, you almost burning yourself out to a point of like when niggas booed, when them kids booed him at Tyler shit. I'm like, I get it because your kids listening to fucking NBA Youngboy. They listening to motherfucking Yeet. They listen to shit that's like aging us out where we like, nigga, I don't even know what, because it's getting to a point now where I be like, I'm just listening for the beat. It's not that I'm even trying to stay relevant. Like because I can't rap what these niggas is saying. I'm just like, all right, whatever this was, this shit sound cool. I don't know what he said. And that's what's keeping me relevant. Like, oh yeah, Trey, you don't listen to that. Remember I was talking about what I was listening to. Remember how I was like, I don't listen to Meg and I don't listen to who else was it?
The Baby.
I'm definitely not clicking on that shit, bro. Like, and don't get me wrong, that first single he had was hard. But then it just got to a point of like all that shit was just sounding the same that I had to stop. So now it's just certain artists that I just be like, nope, not doing it. Like Wiz, nope, I can't do it.
I can't. I'm not listening to somebody that posts his half naked pictures on Instagram.
Like, here you go, Jerv the kid. So Paperboy's at this point where he's successful, but his 15 minutes of fame is dwindling. Like the nigga over here bragging about winning a Grammy, touring, doing those things, and this quote unquote, I don't know, call that nigga a business guru or whatever, or a life coach. The nigga's like, what's bigger than performing in an arena? You ain't soccer big, nigga.
Right.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Facts.
Listen, venues humble artists,
Yep.
not the fans. Venues humble artists, because you'll be like, nigga, The Weeknd is da da da, and Michael Jackson and da da da. You look at shit. The biggest thing niggas rappers rap about, nigga, I could sell out the Garden.
Right.
Try to sell out a football fucking stadium. Try
Man,
to sell out a soccer stadium.
Bad Bunny did fucking SoFi
Yeah.
two days in a row.
That nigga,
Think about that.
He out of here.
But I'm just saying, like, just think about that.
I know where he's at. He's in Austin, Texas. I'll tell you that much, because that's all the fuck they playing down here, dog.
I don't know what the fuck he be saying, but that shit be banging.
Let's talk for a second about the fucking the little white kids rapping.
Oh my god,
Rick Rock.
I mean, it's true.
Yo, that's with the one that died. That's what everyone had
Yodel
on.
Kid.
And so that's what people had on in Soho.
Yodel Kid.
I swear,
So
my right hand. That's what they were rocking.
Dressed like Yodel. Yodel Kid was fucking faded every time niggas see me, bro.
He said that the principal came out and said, "You guys got me." He's like, "You need some perks, man."
Yo, that nigga Yodel Kid, bro. That nigga was faded every time. He said, "Don't you throw up in my car. Move away from my tires, bro."
Yeah.
Yo, you know
said,
what?
Come on, I'm a legend. It's like, all right, you throw up in my car, it'll be a legendary ass whooping.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask you, yo, with you, you know what I mean? Because, you know, what Earn's doing now, that's, you know, that's your lane, I'm assuming, right? To a degree of what Earn's doing now.
With the artist? Or what?
Yeah, working at that, whatever company he's working for.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, like, I mean, well, you might not be able to say that or whatever. Like, you gotta have moments where you just be like, yo, why the fuck am I? Yo, can I go do the cool shit?
Oh,
like, this ain't cool.
Yeah. I mean, I won't technically be like that. I'll just sit there sometimes and just hear it. But I will say my job does allow me to check shit. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, like you be like, hey, this ain't cool. Like,
this not a cultural appropriate. They allow us to kill ads before, you know, because we don't never want to be never want to be on the end of some bullshit.
Right. How like, have you done that a lot?
Yeah. Cause you just gotta think about it, like, you know, like, nigga, black, you be thinking like, nigga, I'll never do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta really put yourself in the picture, like, nigga, okay, I'm eating this shit, but I would never be like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just some shit where motherfucker be like, for example, I was talking to my homie today.
How much of that shit is just a commercial though? Like, niggas do, like, it's not about cultural appropriate. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm like,
but you gotta look at the comments. Niggas they don't want to do the PR, right? And apologize or delete the shit. So
no, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
For example, I want to say this brand. It's not my brand, but for example, the homie worked on it, and they was like, "Yo, how about you come out and you wear a Wakanda mask?" And we call them like Wakandas. And the homie's telling me this, and I'm like, "Bro, I can't believe." I was like, "I hope you stop that before it even got past like whatever it is," because that's your idea first of all, right? Then you just got people that's like, oh, perfect example. I'll tell y'all this. I share this one live. The fucking Pushin' P,
right?
When Pushin' P was going all over the internet, like, it was cringe-worthy shit. Mm-hmm. Like, ESPN just did the who's him.
Yeah.
It was like a battle of the himmies. Like, that should have never made it past the social, like, person. So in a thing, Pushin' P, it came to McDonald's. And they were like, I keep seeing this thing on Twitter. I don't know what it is. Can someone explain it?
Right.
It's two of us that's like, all right, this is what it is. But we have no swim lane in this. We have no skin in the game for us to be showing up to be like, yeah, Pushin' P. Grimace is Pushin' P. Some stupid shit. Like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. So you get a chance to shut it down, and I love my job for that, because they just, I know there's people in other places that just doing it just to do it because it's an axe. And I would hate my work if I let some bullshit go by that didn't represent us the right way.
Right.
Because I see stuff all the time. That shit, and now I'm trying to get better at biting my tongue because dunking on people on Twitter, I know that job is really hard. Like the idea of like pitching some shit and then getting it approved and going all that. And then once it be one nigga to quote retweet, and now niggas is thumping your shit out. Now that you got to delete a tweet. I bullied overtime like that the other day. They posted Quinn Cook and they said the worst player in the NBA could give you 50.
Oh,
So Quinn's like, but it's a video of Quinn getting 50. And he's like, Quinn like, bro, I done did appearances for y'all. I done talked to the kids. I done did all this, and y'all niggas trying to use me as a butt of a joke. Like, for fucking likes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with that said, niggas deleted the post, the Instagram post. I was like, y'all might as well keep it up. Y'all already thought that was a good idea.
It ain't like it's gone. Niggas ain't already seen.
Niggas saying it already. Ain't nobody Men in Black that shit. Like,
by the way, that's not pushing P.
That's not pushing B.
Yes. There you go. I did it. Yes.
The other part of the episode.
Speaking of pushing
was,
P, Ime did not push P. He didn't push P. He not P. Ime's not P.
Oh man.
Well, I guess we're there now.
I had to listen to that statement again. I was like, "Whoa, Ime P. Whoa,
He not P.
He's something."
That's a wild boy, man.
So wild nigga. He is living a power episode. That's all that shit was.
Yeah,
I think was doing a power episode.
What's your line, Trey? What's your line? Yo, niggas just be horny, man. Niggas just be horny. Yo, Trey love. Yo, if you post anything about anything that could go with this, Trey loves just saying, yo, you just horny, yo. Like, damn, dog.
He be calling Jerv a hornball all the time.
Nigga, listen, niggas wake up in that chat like they fucking 47-year-old Mexican men. And hear me out when I say this, right? I live in Compton. The Mexican homies, the OG Mexican homies, will whistle at every bro. She could be shaped like a bag of potatoes, bro. He be like, and be on it, bro. And I'm like, did you see how she built? Like, she wasn't even bad. Or, you know, like, and as I said, once you turn 30, everybody turn into that dude. Because you could just be in a car and a nigga be like, oh, I didn't see her face. Her face probably was cool. Nigga be psyching himself up to be like, nigga, look at her body, nigga, she cool.
It is a weird shit. Like sometimes I'd be like at the airport or whatever.
Yep.
And I'll see, I'm like, damn. And then I'm like, wait, what am I doing, man? I'm sitting there staring at strangers.
That's why I said, bro, niggas be horny, bro. You be on Instagram looking, story,
man.
Nigga just seeing a reaction for no reason.
That explore page, boy.
See, I don't even touch it. I don't even touch that.
That explore page lets you know the type of stuff that you're looking at on Instagram on a consistent
absolutely
basis.
because the funny thing is, like, I always, like, you know, you gotta go there to search. Sometimes I'm trying to search someone's account, but you gotta go to the explore page to be able to search. And so while I'm about to type in, like, yo, let me see, you know, Jerv 215, whatever, like, before I can finish typing the name, I've already seen something on the explore page. And just and then you know what my thing is? I'll be looking and I see how many likes. If you got too many likes, that's a turn off. But they got, you know, what I affectionately call penny stocks.
Sick, bro.
Yo, for me, it's not the like. That's wild that you do that. It's not the likes for me. For me, it's the followers.
Oh no, but yeah, like I guess my thing is like, yeah, same thing.
If I see
it's
a K
like,
after the followers, I'm good.
Yeah, I need something.
Look at these niggas like acting like they can't delete their wholeness and start a new page.
Hey man, I'm not. Hey, everybody can be born again.
You know what though? My TikTok algorithm is horny. That shit don't even be showing nothing. Like, it was a one girl, it was making a slurp noise. It was like, she's like came on and was like, I'm like, bro, how did this shit? And you know, like, you have to like turn it down or flip it up real quick. Bro, that shit's so crazy. TikTok a wild place. I don't get it.
Yo, right now on my explore page, it's a bunch of niggas. It's like barber shit.
Oh my God.
And then it's like a bunch of booty, and then niggas fighting. People just fighting.
Yo, that should be something for the audience, bro. Screenshot us your Explore page. What your Explore page look like? I want to see what your Explore page look like because I just know niggas is grade A creeps. I just know it. I know niggas is creeps,
Yo, your
bro.
Explore page is like your search engine on whatever respected sites you go to watch your adult videos.
That shit is wild, bro. Looking at it like that, dog. That shit
Yeah,
is
my
so
shit.
nuts.
I'm looking at my shit right now. That shit horny as shit. Look at my Instagram Explore page.
This
This
nigga's
shit's great.
fucking this dude up.
Mine's is
Holy
basketball and TNA.
Bro, I got fucking Otto Porter and Will Chamberlain split off. It's one that says divorce is okay. Ben Simmons, some dunks, Virgil, workout video.
Why'd you bring up that dude, yo? By the way,
I forgot I
know
got a burner too.
Yo,
He said, I forgot I got a burner.
They sold me on that podcast. Before we get out of here, they sold me on that podcast, yo.
Which one?
Sold you on what?
The whole the former number 25 talking to JJ Redick, yo. He's a clown, yo, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hey, you two horny dudes, get off your Explore pages. We're doing a podcast.
Sorry, I told you, man. I got sucked in.
Look at you.
I got sucked in.
We're doing a podcast.
Horny,
you guys got real horny on
man.
your Explore page.
Niggas
Got
horny,
sucked
man.
in, man. It's too good. All right, that's gonna do it for us here. I gotta get back to this Explore page. Thank you, Jerv. Thank you, Trey. As always, remember, be a Patreon. Get access to all the watch-alongs and all the good shit. We'll be back for the Patreons tomorrow on the Overflow. We're doing House of the Dragon. I think that's what it's called. And man, yeah, man. Until next time, stay black, motherfuckers.